Hello YouTubers, this is Darkloaders Modus, and today I'm going to be testing out a scripted video. This means that I tapped out everything and I will be saying it word for word. So the card of the week for this week is Necrovalley. Some people are going to say, oh, why would I choose this card? We already know how good this card is and what it does. I chose this card because of the new one that will be reprinted that will replace the one from the Merrick Structure deck. Okay, so Necrovalley's card text has been changed 6 times, including the new one from Legendary Collection 3. The original card negated all effects that involved graveyards, prevented the removal from play of cards from the graveyard, and increased the stats of all gravekeepers. The first errata simply altered the text to replace magic card with spell card. The second errata added as long as this card remains on the field to the stat boost effect, and changed involving the graveyard to affecting the graveyard. The third errata rewrote the text to shorten it by removing the "as long as this card remains on the field" phrasing. The fourth errata had its text changed and only stopped cards that targeted the graveyard. So based on this version, I would be able to use Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon's effect to summon Dragon-type monsters from the graveyard. There might have been a ruling that existed that would stop that, but I don't know. The fifth errata says cards in either player's graveyard cannot be affected by card effects except for their own effects. So this means that we can finally have the effects of cards such as Plague Spreader Zombie, Glow Up Bulb, etc. resolved properly. But this version conflicts with OCG rulings. Note that Necrovalley never prevented the activation of card effects except for card effects that banish from the graveyard. The sixth errata says negate any card effect that would move a card in the graveyard other than itself to a different place. What does this mean and how is it different from the fifth version? It means that Necrovalley is going to be fixed to meet OCG rulings, but this version doesn't become legal until October 2nd of 2012. This version mainly affects Light and Darkness Dragon, Inferno Reckless Summon that no one really uses, and possibly some other cards. Light and Darkness Dragon's effect that triggers when destroyed and sent to the graveyard will be completely negated by this version of Necrovalley, so your field won't get nuked. So, are there any other cards that would be ruled differently because of this version? Post below if you know. Okay, so thanks for watching, rate, comment, and subscribe.